Once upon a time, in a dark, dreary room, a man named Crawler lay motionless, his body slammed against the cold, hard wall. He had been in this room for days, with no memory of how he had gotten there or why he couldn't leave. As he lay there, he felt a deep sense of fear and desperation, knowing that he was at the mercy of whatever forces had imprisoned him. But then, without warning, the door to the room swung open, and in stepped a terrifying figure. He was a tall, slender man, with piercing black eyes and a twisted grin. He was dressed in all black, from his tattered hat to his spiky shoes. The man walked towards Crawler with a predatory creature, his steps full of menace and intent. Crawler trembled as the man approached, unsure of what to expect. He could feel the air grow colder, and he could hear the sound of his own heart pounding in his ears. But then, the man paused just before the doorway, and a strange feeling washed over Crawler. It was as if the man was struggling with some internal conflict, torn between his desire to hurt Crawler and a sense of pity for his plight. As Crawler watched, the man's expression changed, and he seemed to shrink, his body becoming smaller and more frail. The man turned and looked at Crawler, and for a moment, they stared at each other in silence. And then, with a sudden burst of energy, the man dashed towards the doorway, his movements full of purpose and determination. Crawler watched as the man disappeared into the darkness, feeling a strange sense of relief wash over him. He had been so certain that the man was going to harm him, that he had practically given up hope of ever being free. But now, as he looked around the room, he realized that he had been given a chance to escape. With trembling hands, Crawler pushed himself away from the wall and crawled towards the doorway, his heart pounding with adrenaline. As he reached the doorframe, he paused, unsure of what to do. He could hear the sound of the man's footsteps coming from the darkness beyond, but he also felt a strange sense of warmth and comfort emanating from the door itself. In the end, Crawler made the brave decision to leave the safety of the room behind and step out into the unknown. As he did so, he felt a sense of freedom and possibility that he had never experienced before. He had been given a chance at a new beginning, and he was determined to make the most of it.